What's up everyone, nyfoye here, bringing you a Marvel Rivals guide to take your Venom to the next level. With over 150 hours on Venom and watching guides myself, I thought I'd share some things that have been working for me. We will not be covering basics and abilities either, so let's get started. Okay, first off, in your settings and display tab, you want to make sure the effects setting is on high if possible. This setting on high lets us see abilities such as Hela's bird showing a trail of light instead of just the bird, as well as Punisher's outline through the smoke on this freeze frame here. This is one way to take your gameplay to the next level, and we should keep this setting on high if possible. Next, while still in settings but now on audio tab and then combat mix sub tab, we want to scroll down and turn on both KO sound cues, which is defaulted to off. Now the game will make sounds when your team gets a kill, as well as when your team gets killed. Lastly, in the keyboard tab, we want to scroll down and make a secondary bind for jump on mouse wheel scroll down or up to bunny hop easy. Also, put your melee attack secondary on mouse button 4 or 5 to make weaving autos easier if you have it. And that pretty much wraps it up for settings. Next, we will move on into the bunny hopping section and why we want to start implementing it more in our game. Why should I start to bunny hop? Besides the fact that it's fun, due to being able to travel across the map at such high pace, surprise engage opportunities are available. Also, Marvel Rivals is an objective-based game, meaning you can use this mechanic to push the advantage and catch off enemies to continuously put them on staggered gameplay, which will aid in helping you net more wins. You can also use it to push up on the map and waste some of the enemy's time, only to swing and hop right back out as if nothing ever happened. Using this mechanic effectively will help you in your path to more victories, so go into the practice range and get it locked down. Here are some map entries. I know I didn't cover them all, so if you have any, leave a comment down below so that we can all learn. And now let's move on to the next section where we will go into tips on playing against strategists. Not swinging to dive is key because you can use the swing offensively to re-dive against them, as your cooldowns on abilities are generally lower. Against Invis Woman, you can hit the end of the tentacles to break her invisibility jump, so follow your chains and hit the end of it to find her and increase your chances of killing her successfully. When going for cloak, bursting her down works well due to the fact that the tentacle still does damage in cloak form. Try to dive and attack her in such a way she is forced out of her bubble rather than in to increase chances of killing her. Loki's lamps are on a 30-second cooldown, so once he places them, you can change targets or retreat and just re-dive them again. One full auto plus one melee attack instantly kills a lamp. Also, the lamp's duration on the ground is 5 seconds, so you can time it if he places it before you dive and go in for a kill. If Luna lands her snowball, you have a choice on either rediving fast with swing or escaping. If she has popped herself healing attacks beforehand, you can go in as long as there's not many enemies around for a kill. If she doesn't land the snowball, she dies unless bubbled. You can also try and use your ult to dodge the snowball and catch her off guard. Adam's Soulbound is on a 40-second cooldown and lasts for 6 seconds. Either redive or time your tentacle burst so that it explodes after the Soulbound to increase your chances of killing. Prioritize getting to his ult and diving as everyone will be low for some easy kills. Play against Mantis like you would Luna. Mantis has a lower health pool than Luna and Invis, so if you can burst her down and stay close enough, the tentacle burst can kill through or before she can sedate. Due to Rocket being able to heal so much, forcing him to run away and stop healing is considered worth. If there is no environment to climb up in a way, you can go for a kill as the 2 dashes are short and it gets predictable depending on how you position yourself against him and the escape paths. Jeff is a squishy and easy target when surfaced, meaning if he does not respect you and go underwater, he dies. Make sure to swing away from the AoE and not over it or else you will get eaten. Tentacle burst damage still hits him underwater, so make sure to stay in range. Ultron has one dash that goes a little further than Rocket Raccoon's and is on an 8-second cooldown, and the speed boost he gets also lasting 8 seconds. Going for the kill on him after he uses the dash will demand space from him or death. Ultron's value is in the AoE shielding and healing he provides. His single target healing is actually very low. Improving your aim. Now of course we do the practice range and summon 3 Lunas, which absolutely does help, as well as warm up with some quick matches. One other thing I have added is this free program available on Steam for my aim called Aim Labs. When you first download Aim Labs, you can click play at the top and then training on the left. Then click on the search bar at the top left, typing in Marvel Rivals and searching for the one titled Marvel Rivals Fundamentals by AimLab. Link of playlist and also how to set it all up on AimLabs will be in the description. This playlist will take you through different shooting scenarios that will help translate into your Marvel Rivals aim when you need it the most, and is a program that I use every day before starting my games. There are many playlists to choose from that bring a variety of shooting style, which are not only fun, but challenging at the same time. It also keeps a track of your record so you can compare how you are holding up to your standards, and a leaderboard section so you can measure your journey while also seeing where you stack out in the competition. Just remember, it's all about being better than yesterday. Hopefully this program helps in improving your aim the way it has to me, and also gives you the confidence to take certain fights that you wouldn't have previously. Understanding your damage. After testing in practice range against all strategists, Venom's full tentacle and ult combo without his slam kills everyone except Luna and Invis, who lives within one hit. This means it's more important about getting the timing down to make sure that your ult hits first before the end of your tentacles do. Except for Ultron. Because yeah, whatever, I'm over it. Also, if there is someone who can crowd control you during a dive, it's best to use your ult earlier and then time the damage rather than to be cancelled and do no damage. Bonus tips. Running on walls is faster than running on the ground. Use this to catch up to your enemies more efficiently. Use the element of surprise and don't be the first to engage all the time. This combination will increase your chances of killing the enemies, as they will need to turn their screens and deal with you while being low on cooldowns and ammo. Bonus if you can aggro the enemy and bring them into the opposite direction. Remember to use your wall climb in the midst of a battle to get a fast slam or an off angle. Slamming multiple enemies is usually better than hitting the person in front. Also, you can aim your slam in a way that it forces enemies out of certain healing abilities or out of line of sight. You can aim your crosshair after using your ultimate to ensure your next auto hits. Remember, you can run along the walls or sides of contesting point maps. Just be careful, as in this map shown, if you climb up onto the ledge, the time for that little jump will lose you points. To contest it without losing points, you can climb up and jump towards it. Try your best to communicate with your teammates either through microphone, pings, or typing. Communication is key, and even more so on a dive tank like Venom.
Big. I'm with you on in this. Her too. I don't have slam for 4. Mag no bubble, I'm gonna look at slamming too. Slamming? Hawkeye behind that. Dead. You guys stay on point. Mag no bubble.
My last tip would be to take breaks after 2 losses unless you're SVP, and to VOD review your deaths so that you can try and die less every game, which will in turn help net you more wins. As being a tank like Venom, your presence lost early in a fight can be the first point gone just like that, so it's something we can definitely work on. And with that, we are at the end of the guide on taking your Venom to the next level. Hope you all enjoyed the video, it was a blast to do. If you have any feedback or question, feel free to leave them down below. Bye for now.
Harvest low, no block. No block. Nice.
Nice job, Venom. Look at think it back. Dude, nice job, Venom.